I've been making a few changes in the studio lately and I'm so excited about it. I want to share it with you guys. First thing I did was I removed the grid system that was back here and I replaced it with some metal piping that I think personally matches the decor of the studio with the brick wall and the wood beams way better than that grid system that I had set up. And the best part about it is just these two little pipings right here was able to take the place and hang up all of the merchandise that was on all that grid wall that I had. And now the best thing of all that I love about the system is I have access to my windows, and that's exactly what I wanted, and I think it matches the decor. Not only that, but I feel like it neatens up everything and puts everything in a nice place, and it's visually aesthetically pleasing. This side right here I kind of left the same. I just added a little hat rack, the same hat rack that's over there on the other side I added over here. So overall, the whole front of the studio is really aesthetically pleasing, nice and clean. Carpet all nice and vacuumed, and I also wiped off the countertop and cleaned it off, and I want to keep that space right there clear so the front of the studio looks nice and pristine and clean. Now the next thing I did was, see this little line that goes up here? For the longest I've had the ventilation coming out of the DTF filtration system running across the floor to the other side of the room and out the window, but I finally got a chance to run it up onto the ceiling, across the beam, down on the other side and out of the window. I think this is going to be temporary. I'm going to find something a little bit more suitable for this, but for right now this works, and now that hose is off the floor and out of my way, so I'm no longer stepping on it. So I bought this from Home Depot right here, and it helps out a lot. Another thing I did was got some magnets and I put it on the side of the DTF machines for the tools that I use for the DTF a lot. I got my scissors that I use to cut the film. I got my brush that I use to both clean off the machine, as well as brush the powder back from the bottom up to the top of the machine. And then I also got my party cup that I use to scoop up some powder and sprinkle the powder onto film sometimes. So those are the three most popular tools that I use, aside from my syringe and the cleaner solution. So I got that just magnetized to the side of the DTF, and that's going to help me out a whole lot. The next thing I did was I set back up my screen printing equipment. That's why it's always good, even though you think you're not going to use something, you think you might not need it, it's always good to keep it and hold on to it, because you never know, things might just change in the near future. So if you spend money on something, it's better to just hold on to it rather than to sell it and buy it back again a second time, because now you change your mind and you need it again. So I got some stuff coming up as far as screen printing is concerned, and I had to put the screen printing equipment back, which means I had to move the R2, because the R2 was sitting right where the screen printing equipment was. So yeah, got my screen printing stuff stepped back up. And the last thing I did, actually that's not the last thing I did, but the last thing I'm going to show you guys is that I moved the R2 and put it off in the corner so it's got its own stand, so I don't have to bend all the way down on the ground to deal with it. But it's on a stand, and the shaker is also on a stand right in front of it. So that looks really good, really neat, real tidy. I have room to walk around it and room to put the film back in if I need to. So that's situated right there. But as far as the R2 and using it, I have not been using it yet, because the machine is good. The machine is, the print head is not clogged. I can press check and it'll print all the colors and stuff like that, including white and everything. But for some reason, we cannot get the software to send a print through to the printer. So as of right now, I can't use it. Spent hours on the phone with technicians, and they can't figure out what the issue is. They were supposed to call me today at 1 o'clock. It's 3 o'clock. They said they got busy, so we'll try again tomorrow. Maybe, I don't know, but we tried yesterday for like almost close to 2 hours, maybe a little bit over 2 hours, and they couldn't figure it out. But to the R2's defense, because like I said, it is a good printer, I personally know somebody that I talk to almost on a daily basis that has the R2, and she's got it pumping and jumping and working, and she loves it. Also know a fella, a close friend of mine, he has an R2. Matter of fact, I'm going to do an interview with both of these individuals, maybe three people, so you guys can get some perspective on R2s that people have that actually run. Yeah, he loves his R2. Also, he says it works great. He says he loves it. He says the thing works like a dream. And the last person that has the R2 that's up and running said that the machine prints fine and everything. She just doesn't like the fact that sometimes the white gets misaligned with the colors. I've never had that issue when I was able to work mine, and nobody else has ever had that issue that I know that have theirs up and running. But yeah, she says she doesn't like the way they handle giving you assistance. I'm not going to name the company, but it's kind of obvious. It's the only company I talk about that sells the R2 on the channel. But yeah, she doesn't like the system that they use, and to be honest, I don't either. But that's neither here nor there. I can't wait to get the R2 up and running eventually, so I can make some more videos and show you guys the quality it prints, and also offer you guys services. And also, I just like having the ability to print DTFs to give other people opportunities, especially in this climate that we have right now. We all know, in the comments down below, let me know, is the economy bad or is the economy good? Let me know in the comments down below. So that's about it, guys. I'm going to share some more stuff with you guys on a later date and show you guys some more updates, some more cool things that I have planned for the studio. But overall, it's really nice to finally be able to start organizing things and putting things together in a way that makes sense, so I can walk around and not tripping over things and find places to put things that make sense for my workflow. It's aesthetically pleasing to me. It makes it better for me to come in here and not see a lot of clutter and not have to deal with it, because I was kind of getting anxiety, to be honest. And initially, when I first got this place, I was just happy to have a studio and get all my stuff in here so I can start moving and start working on stuff. But since I've had a little bit of downtime, this is what I said I'm going to focus on for right now, while I change and re-strategize things a little bit. So I'm really happy with the way things are coming out right now, and I just want to share it with you guys. Another thing is, when people come into a space and they see something, the way it's presented can impact how much money they spend and how they patronize that business. I was watching something online, and it said you can take a tin can and sit it in an old basement and it's trash, but you can take that same tin can and put it in a room and decorate the room around it, and it's considered art. Same thing goes to the studio, into your living space, into everything, guys. The more aesthetically pleasing it is, not only will you feel better, but people that come into that space will also feel better. So and when it's your business, they'll also want to spend more money with you. Not to say that people weren't impressed when they walked in here, because every time people walked in here, they would say like, oh my gosh, you're serious about this, right? Oh my gosh, this is crazy. Like, I like this. Oh, what machine is this? What machine? But now it's going to take it up to the next level, and they're going to really know that I mean business when they come in here and they see everything in its place, everything placed meticulously. It's going to help me get more of that bottom line. What are your thoughts on that? Let me know what you think in the comments down below. Thank you guys so much for watching. See you guys on the next video.
Turn up that, crank it up. Why listen to the rest when you're rocking with the best, baby?